first graders? It's Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. This week went by actually pretty fast for me, not gonna lie. Yesterday, I finished trimming almost all of my trees. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I trimmed 4 trees yesterday. I spent like 4 hours out there working on them. So I'm really happy to have those out of the way. Let's see, next week is our scheduled spring break. It might not seem like spring break because, well, you've been home for a while now. And yeah, but anyways, this is going to be my last read aloud until after spring break. So next week, you're on your own for reading, okay? So make sure you're getting into Raz Kids still if you don't have a lot of books to select at home. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good spring break next week. I'm not doing anything, and I bet a lot of you probably aren't doing anything either. Maybe some of you are. That's awesome. It's going to be nice next week outside, so get outside if you can, okay? I'm definitely going to be outside a lot next week. I'm going to be riding my mountain bike. Gonna hook up my hose and actually wash my vehicles by hand. I don't really like going to car washes. Let's see, what else am I gonna do? Oh, I've got a lot of weeds to pull. I haven't really pulled weeds yet, so it's time. I've been putting it off, trimming trees instead so I don't have to bend over and pull weeds, but it's gotta happen, otherwise they're gonna be out of control in June. So I've got that to do. I'm gonna be taking my dogs for walks, probably rent a movie or two, barbecue, definitely. Stocked up on some frozen meats about a month ago for barbecuing, so I am so excited to start doing some more barbecuing. Let's see, what else? Wash some windows. Some of my windows in my house are so dirty, the outside of them, so I've got to get on a ladder and wash some of those. Yeah, just kind of working around the house, having a little bit of fun here and there. I'll probably, after I get carpet installed in my Chevelle, I'll probably take it for a little cruise, a short one. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it, really. Oh, I was going to tell you guys if Max and Emily, my kids, did any more April Fool's pranks. Well, they did one more. They put stuffed animals in their mom's car. I mean, they had them buckled in like they were getting ready to drive. One of them was sitting in a booster seat with a water bottle between its legs, just like how Emily likes to sit. It was pretty silly. So that was their other prank. That was it. So, yeah. I didn't do any... Oh, I did do one April Fool's prank on my kids. I had this little headline on my phone that said, the governor is saying that everyone in school has to repeat the same grade next year. So that would mean first graders had to go to first grade again. It was totally fake, but I tricked my son, Max, and then my stepdaughter, Alyssa, who is 16. I tricked her. She was like, seriously, I have to do 2 more years of high school? Tricked her. I didn't let her suffer too long. About 30 seconds in, I was like, April Fools! She did not laugh, so sorry. Hopefully you guys had fun on April Fools. If you did any sort of pranks, hopefully no one got upset. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. We are on the last chapter of Dinosaur Cove, Attack of the Tyrannosaurs. If you're following along at home, we are on page 53, chapter 6. The boys turn to see the T-Rex spring out of the jungle, sending up a spray of sand. Its green scales rippled in the sunshine as it scanned the beach. Then it saw them. Roar! The T-Rex lowered its head. The red crests over its eyes flashed as it stomped towards them. We're T-Rex food, moaned Tom. Then, suddenly, there was a sound of breaking branches behind them. The T-Rex's head snapped up, and it stared at the edge of the jungle. Turning around slowly, Jamie saw a second T-Rex crash out of the trees onto the beach. "Oh no!" said Tom. It was as big as the first, but darker, with black stripes, and it was advancing on them. Sounds like a Jurassic Park situation, huh? "Watch out!" Jamie rolled out of the way of a huge foot as the first T-Rex stomped to meet the other T-Rex. Tom ducked as its tail swept over his head. The boys watched as the first T-Rex hurled itself at the newcomer. "They're not after us," he breathed. "Maybe they're fighting over territory," Tom guessed. The first T-Rex sank its jaws into the other's throat. Whoa! The dark T-Rex screeched and writhed and thrashed its tail. Then it broke free and sprang into the first T-Rex's back. It hung on, biting its neck. Picture? It totally reminds me of Jurassic Park. Or another movie I'm thinking of too. King Kong? Yeah, one of the King Kong movies. Ooh, whoa! Full picture! No words on these pages. This is a good one. Oh yeah. Oh man. Talk about action. It's going down. "Let's get out of here! Run!" Jamie dragged Tom towards the trees. Juana bounded after them. Gradually, the snarls and roars of the T-Rex battle faded into the jungle sounds. "We're lost, aren't we?" Tom sat down on the ground and put his head in his hands. "How are we going to get back?" Grunk, grunk, grunk. Juana darted off into the trees. "Maybe we could follow Juana," Jamie said. "It's our best chance." After a moment, they were back at a stream. Is this the same stream as before, Jamie wondered. Next, Juana led them through a jumble of rounded rocks. "That's where we hid from the T-Rex," Tom remembered. They passed the purple and yellow spotted fungus, and Jamie bent down and saw the W on the stump. "The Juana tree!" He grinned. Then they climbed the slope through the ginkgo trees, and finally, they were standing in the mouth of the cave. "That's how we got here." Jamie pointed to the fresh dinosaur footprint by the solid rock wall. Juana stood next to it and wagged its tail like a dog. Then he stepped away, leaving two more identical footprints, but this time facing the rock. "They're your footprints!" Jamie gasped. Juana blinked at them, turned, and scurried into a pile of leaves and twigs in the corner of the cave. Wait, was there a picture on that page? Yeah, there was. My bad. That's Juana's nest! Jamie took out the last ginkgo fruit from his backpack. "This is for you, Juana," he said, putting it on the ground. "Thank you for helping us." Juana's snout poked out of his nest. He nosed the fruit back to Jamie. Nosed it like a dog. "I think he wants you to have it," Tom said. "Okay, Juana," said Jamie, picking it up. "I'll put it in Dad's museum," he told Tom, screwing up his nose and smiling. Tom was gazing at the rock with a puzzled expression on his face. "We stepped forward to go back in time, so maybe we have to step backward to go forward in time." Interesting. Let me read that again. "We stepped forward to go back in time, so maybe we have to step backward to go forward in time," he guessed. Jamie nodded. "I hope it works." Tom turned his back to the rock face. Then he placed his right foot in Juana's print and stepped back with his left. There was a flash of light, and Jamie found himself alone with Juana. Picture. "It worked," Jamie said to Juana. "That means we can come back and see you again." He patted the little dinosaur on the snout. Kind of like how I pat my dog Darby. Juana licked Jamie's hand, then curled up in his nest. "Goodbye, Juana." Jamie held the ginkgo fruit in one hand and his flashlight in the other. As he stepped back through the blaze of light, he felt the ground turn to stone beneath his feet. Then he was back in the cave with Tom. Jamie felt the ginkgo fruit in his hands soften. In the flashlight beam, he watched it shrivel and crumble to dust. "We can't bring anything back," he told Tom, letting the dust trickle between his fingers. It's just as well, Tom said. That thing stank. The boys squeezed through the hole in the rock, scrambled down the boulders, and hurried down the cliff path onto the beach. Jamie's grandfather was packing up his fishing gear. Oh, here's the picture of the ginkgo fruit softening and turning into dust before I get any further. Where was I? Jamie's grandfather was packing up his fishing gear. He smiled at the boys as he reeled in his fishing line. Did you find any dinosaurs? He asked them. Jamie winked at Tom. We found an awesome cave, didn't we, Tom? Awesome, agreed Tom. Let's explore it some more tomorrow. Great idea, said Jamie, hoisting up his backpack and turning to his grandpa. If that's okay with you, Dad. You and Dad. Just as long as you're not getting into any trouble. His eyes twinkled as he slung his fishing rod over his shoulder and picked up his bucket of fish. I wonder if the grandpa knows. Oh, was there a picture? No. See you tomorrow, Tom? Jamie said to his new friend. Sure thing, Tom said as he waved goodbye. Jamie and his grandpa walked back up the path to the old lighthouse. His grandfather asked, You think you'll like living around here then? Definitely, said Jamie with a grin. I can't wait to explore more of Dinosaur Cove. Picture? He's waving. Make sure it's there. We go. Here's another map. So that was the end. The end of the Attack of the Tyrannosaurus, but there's way more books in the series, okay? So if you want to hear another one, I've got one more. Here is the map. I'll just kind of show it to you real quick. All right. Interesting. Oh, I see. I paused there for a second because I was reading this. It says Boys Route. So it's a dotted line. See, where is the dot? There's the dotted line right here. See? So this is the trail that the boys took, and it goes all the way up here. Okay, so Ginkgo Hill, all the way down to the Misty Lagoon. Yeah, pretty cool. Ooh, look, there's a preview for the next book in the series. I don't think I have this one. It says, look out, here I come. Triceratops. I'm assuming this is the second book in the series. Ah, yes. Triceratops Stampede. Thrill-seeking Tom leads Jamie into the middle of a herd of Triceratops on the move. Will Jamie come up with a brilliant solution, or will the three-horned giants crush their hopes of an escape? Here's a picture of the cover. I don't have that one. However, I do have... I gotta find it. I have Stampede of the Edmontosaurus. Edmontosaurus. Okay? This one says, this time something is wrong in the dino world. The air is quiet. The dinosaurs are hiding. Even the Wana seems scared. And things only get worse when a meteorite lands nearby. Oh. Setting a forest on fire and a group of Edmontosauruses running straight towards the meteorite crater. Can the two boys stop a stampede? Here's a few pictures of other books in the series as well, the very bottom there. So there's a Triceratops. That's the second one. I wonder if this is third, fourth, fifth, and this is sixth. I don't know. After spring break, I'm going to be reading The Bailey School Kids. Ghosts don't eat potato chips. If I was a ghost, I mean, I really like potato chips, so if I was a ghost, I would be tempted to at least try potato chips, okay? To see if I could eat them as a ghost. All right, I will read the synopsis of this, but I'm not going to read it until after spring break. It says, there are some pretty weird grown-ups living in Bailey City. Eddie's great aunt, Matilda, is sick, and the Bailey School kids are helping her out. But after they spot a mysterious man lurking in the attic, strange things start to happen. Could there really be a ghost living in Great Aunt Matilda's house? Question mark? I don't know. We'll find out after spring break. Tune in. I hope you guys have a good spring break. Get outside, get some sun, help out your parents. I'll see you next week after spring break. And if your parents need to email me, I will still be checking my email through spring break. So if there's an emergency, something comes up, just holler. I'll get back at you.